You did a lot of work actually, didn't you, in terms of CRM systems and forms, basically giving the public the ability to have their voice heard and actually not heard from 44 or 69 different entities, but heard as one voice. Can you explain a little bit more about what you did there?
Absolutely. For example, with the CRM in the client relationship management tool, what we wanted to do was in many cases, there was an evolution of the city in terms of how we provided service to the public. So we went from a multi-channel perspective where it did have phone and would have encounters, but they were never integrated. So you'd have to repeat or have a different experience depending on the channels of choice. Now we've moved that to an omni-channel environment where there's seamless integration. And the good thing about it is, in terms of service requests, for instance, there's 600 types of service requests that now could be generated online through your phone, through your email, so on and so forth. So you can actually communicate, initiate that particular service request without calling an agent, getting status on your choice. So if you want to get emails, if you want to get calls, so on and so forth. And then on top of that, you can actually put a survey function now. And that's how we know about the 95%. And after each interaction, you can choose if you want to provide surveys or not, or respond to that survey through the channel of choice. So we now have a survey functionality that's been developed by our team. We have the online omni-channel environment that's been developed by our team in the world-class solution. Not only do we have that, but complaints and compliments. So what we've been able to do in a phased approach through the customer experience division and what have you, we want to create capabilities across the city of Toronto. In the past, we talked about that siloed approach where everyone feels or felt that they own the customer. Someone owned the toes, someone owned the feet, someone owned the nose, so on and so forth. And our division was to say, no, we don't own the customer. The city manager owns the customer, council, and the mayor owns the customer. We're here to provide transparent service to that customer. So in regards to better service through the technology and processes, we have that CRM. Now we have the survey functionalities. Now we have complaints and compliments, making it easier instead of having 49 different ways of issuing a complaint through city language, which we may or may not know. It's simple information, simple ways of doing it through the omni-channel environment in which you create that complaint or compliment. And 5% happens to be compliments, 95% happen to be complaints on certain areas. You can escalate, you're informed. That division is now held accountable for responding in a timely fashion. So there's transparency and accountability, which in turn builds trust for the public as well.
Yeah, just the idea that I have easy access to the city or to the departments, that hopefully if I have a praise, that would be great. But if I have questions, it's easy to get a hold of somebody in the way that I want to. Right there, my level of satisfaction would go up versus the frustration of who do I even talk to? And is it even going to matter? The fact that you can lodge complaint or a ticket and that you would actually be acknowledged for it and asked, how do you want to be responded? You've already well exceeded my expectations.
And reduce escalations because there's a transparency and accountability that comes with this particular initiative. So we've been able to show value of that alone. There's always been initial resistance because you're worried about everyone's going to flood the gates. And it's like, no, those are already being used. We just weren't responding in a proficient or professional manner. No, we are.